Hello and welcome. I am your Earth Saver instructor, Fritz the Reaper, and today we are going to be talking about food safety. So buckle up and get ready, because we don't want any accident. So, we've all heard the terms organic or pesticide or genetically modified, and these are terms that we hear frequently but really don't pay too much attention to what they're about. Today we're going to talk about exactly what these are and how they have bad effects on you as well as on our environment. So the first thing we're going to talk about is hormones. And I know a lot of you thinking right now, like, hormones. Yeah, we all have hormones. We have testosterone, we have estrogen, we have natural occurring growth hormones in our body. But the hormones that we're going to talk about today are hormones that are put into our meat products that we consume on a daily basis. So think about this for a second. The meat that you are consuming has been either injected or fed grain that is using either a natural or a synthetic growth hormone. One of the first very important ones is Zeranol. This is a synthetic hormone that is used to promote rapid growth in cows in order to bulk them up for quicker slaughter. The second one is Trenbolone acetate. This one increases muscle mass as well as increasing appetite in animals. The third one is recombinant bovine growth hormone, or RBGH. This is not used to bulk the animal up, rather to make them produce more milk. So taking into consideration these hormones that are put into our animals, yes, they're bad for our animals and they have bad side effects on our animals, and yes, they are bad for us as well because we consume the meat that comes from that animal. But also take into factor that these animals have manure. What happens to that manure? It falls on the ground. When it falls on the ground, what happens? It gets pulled into the soil. It rains, so then it goes into streams down into local rivers or whatever is downstream from that. So it will flow into whatever is downstream from that feedlot. For example, there have been studies that show for rivers that are close to feedlots downstream, the male fish tend to have higher estrogen levels and smaller testes than fish that were upstream of that feedlot. As well, the female fish had higher testosterone levels in that group of fish that were studied. Now, the effect that the recombinant bovine growth hormone has on cows is swollen udders. So the RBGH that is injected into cows for more milk production makes their udders swell up, which increases their chance for udder infection. They have reproductive problems, digestive problems, constant sores and swelling on all parts of the body, as well as leg ailments. So imagine you're taking all these hormones, getting it pumped into our atmosphere, pumped into our soil, pumped into our water, and on top of that, we ourselves are eating it. And the worst part is our kids are eating it. So think about this. Our kids who are developing hormones are getting an off balance in their hormones, which leads to an off balance in growth.